a.m. as President Emmerson Mnangagwa was leading the stage at the end of a campaign rally at White City Stadium in Bulawayo. He escaped unhurt.
Hello, hey, welcome to Ruby Uncensored. Good morning to everyone. I'm so excited today of what God is doing. And guys, I want to just let you see the video first so that we can talk further. Because this video will remind you of what happened a few years ago. Take a look.
President Emmerson Mnangagwa was leading the stage at the end of a campaign rally at White City Stadium in Bulawayo. He escaped unhurt, but several ZANU-PF officials, including the two vice presidents, Constantino Chiwenga and Kembo Mohadi, as well as party chairperson Opamu Chinguri, sustained injuries and are receiving treatment at a local hospital. Investigations into the motives behind the attack are still ongoing, but Mnangagwa, in an interview with a state broadcaster, described it as an attempt on his life. President Mnangagwa, who's been in office since ousting his former mentor, Robert Mugabe, last November, has been the target of multiple assassination attempts. In 2014, his office was broken into and his desk laced with cyanide. And in 2017, he was the victim of food poisoning while attending a Mugabe rally. President Mnangagwa is campaigning to hold on to the presidency in elections that will take place on July 30th. He has repeatedly called for peace ahead of the crucial poll.
You see, do you remember when there was an alleged bomb attack where ZANU-PF had a meeting, and that issue is surfacing again today on our streets? And what am I talking about? I'm referring to an article that I actually came across. And apart from the article, that the issue of Mary Chiwenga is in court. So a bombshell came out of the court. I'm going to raise Doctor drops bombshell in the Chiwenga trial. Hope you know that it is alleged that Mr. Mnangagwa had intentions to kill Chiwenga as per the allegations. So I'm going to read quickly what the article says. A South African medical doctor on Friday claimed that Vice President Constantino Chiwenga's former wife, Mary Mubaiwa, told him that President Emmerson Mnangagwa tried to kill his deputy in 2018. Willi Leo Sieling made the claims while testifying at the Harare magistrates court on Friday in a case where the former model faces a charge of attempting to murder Chiwenga, her ex-husband. Sieling said Mubaiwa continued pestering him to inject Chiwenga with a dangerous drug known as pethidine to sedate him. On June 29, 2019, I was accosted by the suspect Mubaiwa, who was unhappy that I had allowed a surgeon to place an intercostal drain without her consent. Sieling told the court, "She scolded me and shouted at me." Necessary reported to me that the suspect was interfering with and hindering the administration of drugs to the complainant. The suspect insisted that I had to start giving the complainant pethidine. However, it is a highly addictive narcotic, algestic, which I refused to do. Sieling added, there were continuous calls, messages, and persistent demands by the suspect for the discharge of the complainant. The suspect started from the beginning and constantly told me that His Excellency, the President of Zimbabwe, wanted to kill the complainant Chiwenga, starting with the grenade attack. So the grenade attack was that one that I'm referring to, that you just saw the video. Chiwenga escaped unhurt after an explosion hit a tent at the end of a rally at White City Stadium that was addressed by Mnangagwa on the eve of the July 2018 elections. Dozens of the people, including the Vice President Kembo Mohadi and Defense Minister and ZANU-PF Chairperson Opamu Chinguri, security aides, politicians and supporters suffered varying degrees of injuries from the blast. 3 security aides succumbed to the injuries. One thing that I want to say is that I don't know what's going on with ZANU-PF, but this party, since its inception, murdering is actually not even a thing. It's not new. The speculations about them murdering each other, murdering innocent citizens, and also don't forget that the very same allegations of being the instigator of murders came from Jonathan Moore. Remember the bombshell that he dropped? Then I'm going to let you guys take a listen as soon as I finish with this article. I'm shocked. But according as Mnangagwa, who had just left the podium after addressing ZANU-PF supporters when the explosion went off, blowing the staircase and leaving some people with broken limbs, escaped unhurt. According to Sieling, sometime in December 2018, he was called by John Mangwiro, Health Deputy Minister, to attend to Chiwenga at Fire Ice Hotel in Pretoria. I discussed extensively with the complainant in the suspect's presence, the medical doctor said. Just before they left, the suspect gave me $1.9, $1,900. I do not know what the money was for. Oh, okay. Okay, that's spirit of Zimbabwe, corruption. What was the money for? $1.9. I just thought it was a gift from the suspect as I had gone out of my way to assist. On the second trip, on June 23, 2019, Mangwiro called me saying the client was extremely ill and needed admission into at least the high care unit at Netcare Pretoria Hospital. I made arrangements for the complainant's admission. Sieling said he waited until 9:40 p.m. on the day, but Chiwenga was not brought to the hospital, forcing him to go to Sheraton Hotel, where he was booked to investigate. At the hotel, Mubaiwa allegedly introduced him to one Dr. Bruce Pack. I told everyone that the complainant would be dead if he was not admitted at the hospital, he told the court. 7 days before the complainant was discharged, I was in the complainant's room and I was extremely puzzled because he was extremely sedated as he had been since he was discharged from the intensive care unit. I requested a urine specimen. Sieling said there was nothing wrong with the urine specimen. However, a member of Chiwenga's security team disclosed to him that the retired general was being administered with pethidine, he said. Sieling said he arranged that the specimen be extracted through a cytoscope, and it was confirmed that Chiwenga was administered with pethidine, but could not identify the person who administered it. He said Mnangagwa requested a report on what was happening. Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Mishek Banda, also visited South Africa to check on Chiwenga's health. The doctor said he suspected that a member of Chiwenga's security team may have administered dangerous drugs on Chiwenga. I was extremely distressed because I knew that I would not be able to do anything further for the complainant and that he would need further therapy, he said. Harare Magistrate Ferres Chekanyuka moved the case to August 28 for continuation of trial. According to prosecutors, Mubaiwa intended to finish off Chiwenga when he lay fighting for his life in Pretoria Hospital. It is alleged that Mubaiwa forced Chiwenga's security details to leave his hospital room so she could find space to remove life support devices, which were connected to Vice President. Chiwenga was later flown to China, where he went through successful treatment. I've always been asking myself, like, any person who's joining ZANU-PF today, any person, they need to be checked mentally. My dad used to say, whenever you see evil happening around you, the devil is in the neighborhood, which means he can pass through your home. This will tell you, when evil is happening around you, just be watchful and beware, because it's going to come and knock at your door. Zimbabweans, it's very sad that we don't have anything that we stand for. But I guess by now we should all know that no one is safe. No one is safe. The level of conspiracy, backbiting, dishonesty around ZANU-PF supporters is shocking. But you know the story, right? That Mary allegedly wanted to kill Chiwenga. Allegedly. And there's also allegations that the bomb had intentions to kill Chiwenga. And someone was also talking about that. So this is actually Kerry Namujat. You know, some people say, oh, it's G40, whatever the case may be. They all know each other. I can tell the truth. So I'm going to read a tweet that was sent out by Karina Mujati. She said, if Mnangagwa betrayed Mugabe, the very person who pulled him up from obscurity, Mnangagwa will never, ever be loyal to anyone except his immediate family. He is a treacherous snake, hence he thought he could eliminate my Mukanya brother, Chiwenga. The certified deceitful and cunning treacherous idiot of our nation. Sorry. Do not vote for this animal, Emmerson Mnangagwa, masquerading as Zimbabwe as a president on 23rd of August. Zimbabwe's ED must go. I don't subscribe to the words that are a bit harsh, yeah. But that was a tweet that she sent out. But also a few years back, Jonathan Mo, immediately after they were expelled from ZANU-PF, he went on literally on a trip to spew a lot of evil stuff online. So one of them, he said, cruelty, murder, sex, money, and tribalism, in no particular order, are E.D. Mnangagwa's core values. He is bad news. There's no living person ever forgiven by Mnangagwa, and there's no case of him ever genuinely reconciling with anyone he has considered a political or ethnic foe. So one thing that I would say is that you need to always remember that there's season for everything. I have always been saying to people from ZANU-PF, do not forget, this is a season that's going to pass soon. Why you are spending your time hating each other, calling each other names, which is unnecessary. We should all just spend our time loving each other. But the allegations of murder, these are serious allegations. I'm very worried about Mary, because the way it's going right now, especially based on the doctor's testimony, this is not good for my lady. And Mary has been through a lot. I guess that's the reason why VP was never merciful. And here we were asking each other questions, said, why is the VP? Why? But a lot of mess there. Because I used to say, I was expecting even the president's wife, Auxilia Mnangagwa, to maybe speak to Vice President. But based on these this testimony, I'm afraid, maybe his actions can be justified. There was no need to actually eliminate him. We need to stop this. This is one of the reasons I'm saying Zimbabwean systems needs to change. There's always that thing of trying to eliminate the other person. You don't have to kill to get your way up. You can work hard to get to wherever you want to be. There's no need, because we are all unique. We are called for different purpose. I don't have to eliminate you because you are an individual. You are unique. Your destiny is unique. This is why I'm saying let's eliminate poverty among ourselves. Because the moment we eliminate poverty, no one will have time to hurt, because we all have potential to succeed. Check our rural. That's where there's always accusations of witchcraft, because people are suffering. So when someone buys a car, it's like, oh my God, we should all have cars all across the space. Drive any car that you want. The rural mass can afford to drive cars. The roads must be functioning, water everywhere, electricity everywhere. You don't have to be in the rural to live a horrible life. Each and every one of us should live a fulfilled life. This is where we need to work together. It's very sad. This is a very sad story. And I'm really praying for Mary. I do pray for her because I know she's in trouble. She's definitely in trouble. This is a lot. This is a lot, y'all. But I don't know how people are still in ZANU-PF, because I think no one is safe. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, because I can't wait to hear your thoughts as far as this issue is concerned. I love you all and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time. Bye.